There's a new sound hitting the streets of Williamsburg. It's indie, it's punk, it's pop, all rolled into one. It's the Ravages.
Well, I mean, grew up, you know, when the grunge era was hitting hard. Like, that was, like, biggest inspiration. You know, PJ Harvey, really into, like, Brit pop as well. And my parents were both, well, my mom was into jazz, like Ella Fitzgerald and all that. And my father was into folk music, so. My father plays a lot. He taught me guitar and all that, so.
I bought a bass when I was 16, and I held it and hit the strings for about 15 years, I think, before I actually played it. I've only been playing really since I started playing out in New York, which is maybe the last 4 or 5 years. I always played music. I was in the school bands and we had a piano. I took piano lessons from a young age. I just never got good at anything. I played tuba in high school. And yeah, music's always been a part of my life. I never thought of myself as a musician, and I still don't. Music is just part of my life, I guess.
I've always been playing music. My dad's a music teacher and a musician, and so I started with violin when I was like 5 years old, and when I was 13 I got a guitar, and then a few years ago I decided to try the bass, and I played in a bunch of different bands, never actually out, mostly just in studios, just like jamming and pretty casual, and then I just picked up the guitar again to play with these guys. So
I've been playing percussion for 25 years or so mostly rock. I think this might be my 10th band. So in and out of bands, only on the side though. None of them made any kind of money whatsoever. So, but it's all fun. It's all fun.
It's hard to say what your own music sounds like because you're so close to it, you know. But, yeah, I mean, I would say it sounds like when you take Brit pop, 90s. I don't know, I would say it sounds like PJ Harvey or like Suey and the Banshees or Elastica, because those are kind of my inspirations, so I don't know. I kind of just like what other people tell me, I kind of like say to other people.
I've never had to describe the music. People ask and I say go to the show. That's the only, I mean, it's rock and roll music.
Kevin and I started playing together about over a year ago, like once I moved here, actually probably a year and a half ago, and we started playing with one of his friends called Joe George, and he actually is writing some of our songs too. But yeah, so we just eventually just like kind of went through different people, like drummers, and we finally ended up with Jay, and now we have Nicole playing guitar. And yeah, we've been together like this foursome probably only about 2 months, but we started playing out, Kevin and I, with these songs about 9 months ago.
We get along famously. We do. It's a very good, Zarin and I fight. We have throwdown arguments in front of everybody, and drummers are usually traumatized by that a little bit. Jay's cried once, he cried.
Challenge is working together. Well, if we come to practice and we can only get through like 3 songs because of technical problems or because they're yelling at each other. But that has kind of calmed down recently. I think they've taken their medicine. So.
Well, I met Zarin first, I guess, over this last summer. It's about 6 months ago, just through friends of friends. And she was at some parties that I went to, and we got to talking, and at some point we discussed just playing together. And then eventually she told me that her band was looking for a new guitarist, and did I want to try playing with them. So I said yeah, and that was about 2 months ago, and so I've been playing with them since then. Well, I mean, so far it's good. I mean, it's getting better and better each show, I think. So, I mean, yeah, we still have a ways to go, but we're getting good response. We play a lot like Trash Bar. We just had a show at Sputnik over by Class and Stop. We do mostly Brooklyn. right now, but eventually we'll make our way over the bridge.
Sputnik the other night was great, a big crowd. I didn't feel great about the show, and I was very tense, but there's a lot of people and they're appreciative, and it's great when people come up after a show, strangers, and say they like the music a lot. They're genuinely enthusiastic. That's what we want. And more we want people to dance. Lately I've seen people dancing, and that's the best thing when you're on stage and you see people dancing. Not just your friends scowling because they have to be there.
What I really like about this is I think we're growing people who just come to the shows and just kind of show up and like really like it. Like he said, it's like, we like your sound, so we'll come back. So we're growing a fan base outside of our friends, which is really nice.
Well, I mean, so far I'm really enjoying it. I would love to continue playing with them, and hopefully we will get to start touring pretty soon and get some groupies and get to, I don't know, I mean, I'm hoping it goes well, and I'm open for whatever, so.
I mean, it's already exceeded my expectations. I already feel really good about it. So we really want to record, and if anybody wants us to give us money, that would help a lot, because it takes money to record. So I'd like to get some of the songs down, recorded, so you know, there's some sense of permanence, because you never know how far we're going to be able to take it.
Thanks for joining me for another edition of Neighborhood Beat, Williamsburg and Greenpoint. I'm your host, Aaron Watkins. I'll see you soon.